Hey everyone, it's Lisa and today is Thursday and I thought I would go ahead and try to do my face skincare video. I hadn't really planned on it, but I have some time this morning before we run out, and so I thought I would go ahead and do it. And it's going to be all over the place because anybody who is really, and I don't know, I hate to say I'm really into skincare, but I do, try. And I do pay attention to, my skin. You will know that you can't just go with one line of products. You end up, some nights you want to use this, sometimes you need to use this. But I will start with this. I just do what's good for me. And I'm certainly not an expert, and there's going to be some things that you disagree with. And just, this is just what I do for me. I get asked all the time, and it has worked for me. I can remember before I really got into skincare, and all I did pretty much, I've always washed my face before I went to bed. I've never slept with makeup on. And I used to just use Cetaphil. I remember using Cetaphil for years. And but I can remember always having breakouts. And then, and of course with pregnancies and stuff, I would have breakouts and stuff. But before I got started on like prescription grade or MedSpa grade skincare, I always had to use concealer on my face before I did my foundation. I always had dark spots. I can remember I still battle one over here. I keep it just kind of back down, but I always had one right here I had to conceal. I had practically a dark mustache and a big blotch of darkness right here from melasma when I was pregnant. And even though I wore sunscreen, I think one time I didn't wear sunscreen and I got in the car and practically had that mustache already from one time. But just had dark patches all over that I just thought I was going to have for the rest of my life. And what happened is a friend of mine who has dark hair and green eyes and real olive skin, she had melasma. She went to the dermatologist, and the dermatologist put her on Obagi, NuDerm. And it just transformed her skin. Now, she went through that ugly peeling phase and, went through a bad phase, but it just transformed her skin. So that's the first time I'd ever heard about Obagi. And I didn't think I really had anything that bad because mine I could cover with concealer. And, I just didn't really think about it. So, the first time I ever went into a med spa, a girlfriend of mine was using Glo Minerals, and I went into Glo MedSpa to look at their foundation. And when she was trying it on me, I have a little dark patch right here that is just hyperpigmentation. It's just comes up. I can, just like the other one, I kind of keep it back down with hydroquinone. And when I told her I've had it, I've always had it, she said, well, have you ever considered getting the IPL, the Intense Pulsed Light? It's a laser treatment. And, one thing led to another, and I ended up making an appointment to get that done. Then I kind of made an appointment from going in there to get a facial. And I'd never had a facial before. And so when I did, I discussed with her, my skincare problems and everything, and she suggested the Obagi NuDerm, and I was already familiar with it, so I was like, okay. And this is, gosh, years ago. It was probably way before I started YouTube, so probably, it might have been before I had Will, or maybe right after. I can't remember, but at least 10 years ago. And so that is when I started I got the starter kit Obagi skincare system. And my cats, of course, are starting to play. They're playing in these boxes over here, so you'll hear that. And so I started off with that. I think the kit is over $200, and it has every step. And I can remember having to keep the box out to remember what steps to do. And it was a big deal at first because I had never done that many different things. And so within, and with that you have to buy RetinA. And it doesn't come in the kit. And I remember buying, I think, SkinCeuticals RetinA it was not it wasn't the strongest and it wasn't the weakest. It was the one in the middle. and you just mix a pea-sized amount with your blender, which has the hydroquinone in it. And I can remember that really tearing up my face at first, and it's so weird how it just like, I never realized that your discoloration spots on your face really have a different texture. So even though you're putting that RetinA and that hydroquinone all over your face, it really grabs on those dark spots, and it will just, I mean, peel them off. I mean, to the point of bleeding at first. So I had to back way down. I remember I had to back down to, I think, 3 times a week with the hydroquinone, and then I had to back down off of the strength. And then I ended up getting off of my Obagi completely and getting my first peel, which was a Vi peel, which I'm not going to go really into that. It really worked. It was very drastic. A lot of my skin peeled off, but it really worked. And so I kind of bypassed those weeks and weeks of peeling. But something I never could get over was being really sensitive to the RetinA. And I can remember my mom saying, you know, Lisa, please stop using that, because I would go to see her and my face would just be tore up, you know. But I never wanted to quit because I knew it worked. I knew that was part of it, and I knew it was really working, you know, when I saw the action, especially on those dark places. So as time went on, I basically had to back off of the RetinA for, goodness, you know, like till once a week. I could only do it every once in a while, until I went in there. They were having like an open house, and I went into my med spa, and the Obagi rep was there. And I cannot believe I did not bring my main thing. Oh, here it is. The Obagi rep was there, and I explained to her that I loved Obagi, but I never could do the RetinA, and she had this brand new product. It's Refiss, and it is a very emollient, very moisturizing RetinA. And I had tried the SkinCeuticals. I had tried the Atrilin, which is in a gel, and it's supposed to be a little bit nicer to your skin, not as, you know, severe. But until I tried this, I was not able to use the RetinA. Now I use this, and I use it every other night, and it works like a dream. I mean, it's almost, sometimes I feel like it's almost too moisturizing, because when I wake up in the morning, I feel, you know, kind of oily feeling. First tube I got was huge. It was part of their introductory, and it, you know, took me forever to go through, because you only used a pea-size amount every night or every time you use it. And it's about, I think it's, I'm not sure the prices on everything. It's right around $100 for a tube, but it lasts a long time. And now that I have gotten further on in my skincare career, I don't use the Obagi NuDerm system. I've kind of, you know, gone off of it a little bit, but I'm still using the same principles. But for the beginner, I really suggest the Obagi NuDerm. I really suggest going to your dermatologist or your med spa and talking to them about your concerns, and then asking them about Obagi, and then, you know, going from there. But I've kind of just, you know, figured out what works for me, and then, you know, gone from there. But I do really suggest the NuDerm, the Obagi. Okay, so another thing, I just read this in a magazine probably a month ago. So it was in one of the latest Allure or Marie Claire's or something like that. They were saying if you have a strong reaction and this really dries you out and you can't use RetinA, to put your RetinA on and wait 15 minutes for it to sink in, and then to go back over it with aloe. Now, I haven't tried that, but I thought it was real interesting, and I would have tried it if I hadn't found this product. This is the best. Any research you ever do, one of the main workhorses or main just most powerful products for skincare, for anti-aging, fine lines, cell renewal, anything for younger, healthier skin is RetinA. I just don't see how you're going to get around that. That's why I really wanted to stress how much I love the Refiss. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just go from at nighttime, walking in my bathroom to take off my makeup, and then I'm going to do a night that I take a shower, and then I'm going to do a night that I don't take a shower. Okay, I'll start off with the night that I don't take a shower. I go in my bathroom, First thing I usually do is take off my false eyelashes because I wear those most every day. And then I take my Bioderma, which has been my favorite, all-time favorite eye makeup remover and face makeup remover. I use probably 2 cotton pads. I didn't bring them out here, but you know, just a cotton square. I saturate it, wipe off the makeup on one eye, and then kind of turn it over and do that side of my face and then down my neck, and then I do the same thing on the other side. By that time, I'm ready to wash my face. Okay. At the sink, I've been using, now at my bathroom sink when I'm not taking a shower, I've been using this that I got at Ulta. It's the Wrinkle Revenge 2 DermaDoctor Antioxidant Enhanced Glycolic Acid Facial Cleanser. Now it's important that if you are using the RetinA, which causes these cells to turn over rapidly, you want to use something with the either glycolic acid or alpha hydroxy acid, any of those acids. To the way that it's explained to me, it's the retinol causes them to lift and regenerate, and the acids kind of dissolve the glue that holds them together. So you don't want them sloughing off and then not coming off. You want them to come off, and you know, your new fresh skin to be there. And also, let me go get something real quick. I wanted to kind of show you something I was talking about the other day. I mentioned that mine and John's old dermatologist, we don't go to her anymore, I think she retired, but she was an older lady, and every time him and I went to the dermatologist, we each go once a year to just get checked out because we're both, you know, freckly, and John's actually had melanoma cut out, but she always loaded us up with samples of this product and suggested that we go get it from the pharmacy, and you have to ask the pharmacist and they will get it from behind the shelf, but it's pretty strong stuff, and it's the brand is Aqua Glycolic, and we used to use the whole skincare line, and like this is the cream and this is the toner, and then they have a cleanser, they have a body line and everything, because it's not just using the glycolic acid isn't just for vanity, it's also for skin cancer, because you don't want your skin cells to build up. If they build up, then that's where skin cancer can start to form. And I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that that was like a preventative until she, you know, really stressed it. And I think it's that way on your body too. So you want to keep those skin cells sloughed off. You don't want them to build up. That's what they call precancerous, you know, little places. Okay, wanted to show those to you in case you want to, you know, check them out at your pharmacy. Okay, so after I have washed my makeup off, and I'll either, you know, so at the sink I usually use this at night, and then I just take a washcloth and dry off my face. And lately I have been using this just because I bought it. It's the SK2 skin softener. I believe it is, you know, probably a toner, and I believe it's supposed to prepare your skin for whatever other skin products that you're putting on. And I have been using it, and it does feel good, but I haven't really noticed a big difference. A lot of people really do though, so you know, different things work for different people. I'm going to use it, but I don't think I would purchase it again. It just mainly to me feels good, and you know, I don't know, maybe when I quit if I notice anything, but so far I haven't really noticed anything. Okay, then after that, I every night either choose to use my RetinA or my hydroquinone. I don't use them both every night, so I alternate every other night. So this is a hydroquinone that I got from my dermatologist, and it's 4%. It's called Aclaro, and it was just, when I told her I used Obagi, she said, oh, I can give you a prescription for something that's much. She's very, very, very practical. She's the one that told me to use, that she used Dove soap. And she said that there was no, I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, hydroquinone causes skin cancer and all that stuff. I asked her about that. She said it has not been proven here, and that the scares for that were people that were using it all over their body to lighten their whole body. So she prescribed, the dermatologist prescribed this hydroquinone, and so and it is, I've had people ask me, it is normal for it to turn dark. See how it turns dark? Matter of fact, all of mine, as soon as the air hits it, it turns dark. So I use about 1 pump and just, you know, spread it all over my face, and down my neck a little bit, and then that's all I use for skincare at that moment. And for eye cream, I have been using this. It is the Revision Retinol Eye Repair. My friend Amy sent this to me, and I need to reorder it. It is a retinol eye, like, it's not a gel, it's more of like a serum, kind of like an oily serum, and I'm out of it. I've been squirting my last little bit out of it. I really like it, but I'm out of it, and so I have been using, where is it? I know I brought it out here. I've been using a little sample. Maybe I didn't bring it. Oh, here it is. I've been using a little sample of La Mer eye cream, and I like that pretty good too. But I don't know if this is going to have the same, you know, really good effects that the retinol would. But that's what I've been using lately. Eye creams, I'm kind of all over the place, but I really, really, really do recommend that. And retinol is just a less, it's a weaker version of RetinA, but that is pretty strong, and they do say you can put it on your eyelids, and at first they do peel a little bit, so I can tell it's pretty strong. Then in the morning, I have been loving this. It's the Photodynamic Therapy from that same DermaDoctor. I had gotten a sample of this from Ulta, and I loved it. This also you can use all over your eyelids, and I love it. I love something I can put on my eyelids because they get so dry, and I feel like that's where I need a lot of, you know, skincare, because I don't want them to be crepey and dry looking. And but you need to make sure it's something that you can use on your eyelids, because those are so thin. You don't want to use anything that will absorb. I don't know, not good for you. What all it does, you know, clinically, but it does feel really good. I feel like it has made the skin on my eyelids healthier looking and feeling, and I just really like it. And it isn't cheap. It's like $65, so I was glad I got a sample, but I really do like that. Okay. Okay, lips at night, because that's a big thing for me. If it's just a normal night and I just want to put some kind of lip balm on my lips, I've been loving this, the Soap and Glory Great Kisser. It's peachy. Oh, it smells so good. Or I use the Roses Rosebud Salve. Sometimes I just feel like using something different. I like this so much better than the Christian Dior. I haven't even touched the Dior since I've gotten this. Or this Nivea lip butter. I like it too. I use all of them. This is a little bit, I don't know, not as slicky as the other two. And if my lips are chapped or peeling, I use this, which is the Aquaphor. You can see I've used a lot of this. I usually use this like every third night just because I feel like it's good for your lips and around your lips, just to, you know, soften them and moisturize them. Oh, I'm going to carry on with in the morning. Okay, so in the morning I get up and my face is, you know, basically clean. There's no makeup or anything on it, but, you know, I put all that other stuff on there. And a lot of times with the hydroquinone or the Refiss, my skin will be kind of oily or whatever. So in the morning when I wash my face, I put my hair back and everything, a lot of times I will just use, 9 times out of 10, I will just use my Dove soap. And I just think that's enough. Basically, all I'm wanting to do is get any leftover mascara out of my eyelashes and just basically clean all the stuff off of my face. That's all I do. If it feels really oily, you know, barely ever, 9 times out of 10 I use this. But if it were to feel really oily and I felt like I didn't wash it good the night before or something, I might use that same stuff that I used the night before, this DermaDoctor stuff. Then a lot of people ask me what I use for moisturizer or anything. I don't really need anything because everything I've used has already moisturized my skin enough, and my skin is fresh and healthy, so it's really, you know, already moisturized. So I go right in with my eye cream and my Rachel K. And my Rachel K it's very soothing when I put it on. It just feels so good, and it's my sunscreen. I used to use the Obagi sunscreen under my makeup, and that really made my makeup really oily, and it had that white cast to it. Okay, this is 35 plus, but and even on the bottle it says moisturizing, nourishing, collagen enriched. It's a, you know, a moisturizing product, but yet it doesn't stay slick and moisture, you know, moist feeling. It actually dries. and then whatever you put on top of it just becomes, it says smudge proof. And this is my sunscreen and everything else that I use during the day, and I just go on with my makeup. So I don't use any retinol, hydroquinone, glycolic acid, or anything during the day. I just basically wash my face and put this on and put on my makeup. Okay, then I come home that night and I'm going to get in the shower. So then what I do is stand at the sink. I still take off my eyelashes, take off my makeup with the Bioderma, and then I get in the shower, and the first thing I usually do is use just a squirt of this Purity. Brooke and I both have these in our shower. She uses this to wash her makeup off and everything. The good thing about this is it will not burn your eyes. And a lot of times at night, if I have worn a lot of mascara, I will use this when I'm washing my face, because you can't get any of those glycolic washes around your eyes. So I'll use this if I feel like the Bioderma didn't get it. But I just love this stuff. They've got little bottles for $10 at Ulta if you want to try it, but it's just good stuff. And what I usually do is pour some in my hand. I wash over my face, down my neck, under my arms, and just my chest and everything, and get any makeup and deodorant and everything off before I start washing. So I use that. Then I've got 2 face washes that I use in the shower. This is my second bottle of this one. It's the GloTherapeutics Purifying Gel Cleanser with salicylic acid, glycerin, and yucca. This is just a good, it says purify skin without stripping away natural moisture. Salicylic acid deeply cleanses pores, while antioxidants protect and soothe the skin. Wet hands, apply a small amount of cleanser to dampen face, rinse thoroughly. And it has a whole line, that goes with it, the lotion and everything. But I just use this, and John uses this also. So I use this sometimes, and then sometimes I use this, which is the same line, but this is the 10% glycolic cleanser, glycolic acid, aloe vera, and Canadian willow herb. And this is actually supposed to help with discoloration too. And this says aggressively deep cleanses skin using glycolic acid, gradually loosens dead surface skin cells, uncovering renewed and refined skin, helps stimulate cellular regeneration and prepare and condition skin to optimize penetration, targets environmentally damaged skin, acne, and hyperpigmentation. Now, if probably about twice a week, I will take this, put it on my skin, and leave it on there, and it will. This and that one from Ulta, both of them will start to tingle and burn, and you can almost use it as a peel. So I'll put this on, and I used to use this one. I can use with my Clarisonic. This one I don't, because I don't want it to get in my eyes because it's so strong. So a lot of times I'll just put it on my face and then rinse it off and go in with my Clarisonic with maybe a little bit of this, just something to give it some slip. Or if I feel like I need to exfoliate, which I do a lot. Matter of fact, last night when I got out of the shower, I was doing something else I need to show you, and I noticed that my skin was really sloughing off even after I had used this. So I just this morning used a washcloth and just made sure I got most of that dead skin off. But if I feel like I need to get my skin, really clean, I do use this every time I get in the shower. I'll either use it with just the Philosophy, or I'll use this. This is probably the 3rd bottle I've bought of this. I think my friend Rhonda is the first one that sent it to me. It's the Microdelivery Exfoliating Wash. And I'll just put about a nickel size amount, and I usually do like this and rub it in so it won't just pour all over as soon as I put it on my face. And I do use that, and it gets most of that skin off, because I'm constantly having dry skin. Not dry skin, but skin that sloughs off because of using all this strong stuff. And then, so I'm done with that. I get out of the shower and I go, I dry my face off. Sometimes I use this. Sometimes I might use like the Claudelae or whatever that brand is, or any of those face sprays if my skin's feeling dry or irritated. And then I go right in with either my hydroquinone or my Refiss. And when I put my Refiss on, I just take a small amount, like a big pea, a school pea sized amount. And you'll think, how can I use this all over my whole face? Well, the secret is to dot it. and spread it first, and then when it gets on your skin, it will kind of start emulsifying, and then just spread it in those areas, and it will spread. It spreads very well. Matter of fact, don't get it too close to your nose or the sides of your eyes or lips, because it will irritate them, and mine sometimes still does, just because it, migrates that way. And gosh, there's just so much to it. It's hard to tell in one video. But this is one more thing I wanted to show you, and then I think I'll be almost done. I think this is the last thing that I was going to show you. I just got these, I think day before yesterday from Sally's, and they are the little razor things. I'm sure you've seen everybody talk about these here on YouTube. I used to pay to have this done, I think $55, dermaplaning, and all they do is basically shave your face with a blade, and it's very exfoliating, and it gets all of that fuzz off your face, and it just makes your skin feel like just baby skin, and your makeup goes on so smooth, your powder goes on so much better. And so I only do it not even once a week, just when I notice, when I flip my mirror over into that magnifying mirror and I see the fuzz on my face, that's when I do it. And I really love getting like all that fuzz, between your eyebrows and around your lips and stuff. And the reason I like these, the first time I got them, this is only my second pack, so I haven't been doing it that long, but the first time I got the little razors, I bought them from Ulta or CVS, I think, and they were the little ones. And, that still works, but these are really nice. If you go to Sally's, you can get the bigger ones. And all you do, there's plenty of videos. I think Tammy has one, Uppy's Beads. You just, hold your skin. I do it just like I remember her doing. I remember her holding my skin, and just, you have the blade at a 45-degree angle. It has those little metal things on it, so you want place I think you could cut yourself. Last night I thought I had cut myself right here back by my ear, but I didn't, but it felt like it. So be careful back by your ears. And I just went all around my whole face and got all that peach fuzz off. And it also, that's when I noticed how much skin I needed to get off of my face. So this morning I just washed my face, and I took my washcloth and just gently exfoliated that off. So, goodness gracious, did I tell you everything? I knew this was going to be a really long, complicated video, and this is, it just seems all over the place, but this is what happens after you have been doing serious skincare for a while, and you really get to know your skin. But if you have not been doing it for a while, I really suggest going to a dermatologist or a med spa that is being overseen by doctors and nurses. Mine has doctors, there's like, I don't know, a doctor and probably 3 nurses there, and if not more. I think almost everybody there, because even the girl that does my Botox and everything was a nurse, a delivery nurse, and then went back and got her, and she's a teacher. She teaches aesthetics. So, I feel very, very safe there. And it's not the glitziest place in town. It's not don't think you've got to go to the most expensive, the most high profile place in town, because I don't go, it's a nice place, but it's not, just don't think that you've got to go to a place. I don't want you to go to a place that they're going to try to push things on you. Make sure you go to a place that you feel like they are very honest with you. They're not trying to get you to spend a lot of money, and that they're really, somebody has maybe referred you to them or something like that. Go to somebody that you really trust, and start there with your skin concerns, because not everybody can do everything. I know early on when I was getting a facial, I'm so thankful for this. That was the big microdermabrasion. Everybody was doing the microdermabrasion thing. She told me, she said, Lisa, do not ever let anybody do the microdermabrasion on you, because I have broken capillaries like on my cheeks and some on my chin. She said, you have, your capillaries are close to the surface of your skin, and when that microdermabrasion, it sucks the skin up and then kind of sloughs it off. She said it will, make those worse. It will make them burst and come up closer to the surface. So I was so thankful for that, because I might have done that not knowing. So really get to trust somebody, and it doesn't take spending a lot of money. I can remember having that was my treat. And really, gosh, if you get your skin looking good, you can wear almost any makeup. You can just go from there. That's why young girls can use anything.
Okay,
and
another,
the last thing I'm going to, I didn't really touch on this very much. My Clarisonic is just the Clarisonic Mia. I love this thing. I love it. I just got my friend Mary to get one. I got Brooke one for Christmas a couple years ago. She has a little purple one and she uses it. I swear by this. Do not think that the Olay or any of those are the same thing. It's not the same thing. This doesn't spin around. It has sonic action that really cleans down in your pores and gets all of your makeup off. And I use the sensitive head, and it's plenty strong enough for me. Really wait till you get one of those Ulta 20% off cards that you can use on anything and get this, or ask for it for Christmas. This is so important. I'm going to wind up this video with the things that I think are most important. RetinA, if you have hyperpigmentation, brown spots, hydroquinone, Clarisonic, removing your makeup, and that would be the main things. And making sure that you are going to someone that you trust. Don't just try things without, you know, because when I first started the RetinA, it was so nice to be able to go in and say, look at my skin, is it supposed to be doing this? And you know, they would counsel me, help me. And so I'm going to be right back with a pretty boring outfit of the day. This outfit was inspired by, on the cover of Cosmo a couple months ago, Sofia Vergara had on a t-shirt kind of like this with a red pencil skirt, and I got this top, you guys probably remember, at Gap, and last time I was in there they still had them, matter of fact in a couple of different colors. And what I love about it is it's stitched like that, and so it's like, it reminds me of the Alexander Wang muscle tees, and I just love it. But I'm going casual today because I'm not really going anywhere but the post office, and I'm taking the kids with me, so I'm just going casual. And so I didn't tuck it in, but it has a nice drape to it. It kind of, you know, is snug, so it hangs pretty. The skirt I have on is a pencil skirt I got last year at Forever 21, and it's just a stretchy, you know, pull-on pencil skirt. And I could wear heels, but I'm just trying to be casual today, so I just, you guessed it, put on my little black flip-flops, my Havaianas, and I just, you know, no bracelets or anything. I just kind of wanted to keep it. And then for accessories, I'm wearing my Sheila Fajl earrings that I've got on my website, and I believe I still do have the gold and silver. I don't know if I have rose gold, but I do have the gold and silver, and I love these. They're just perfect. And the ring I have on is my St. Kilda's love ring. No fragrance yet, but I'll probably put on, I've been wearing Fire Island by Bond No. 9, and that's it. So I hope this wasn't too all over the place. And next I will do my body skincare, because I've really gotten into that, and that has been very, very rewarding. It all is. When you get into your skincare, and don't think that it's going to cost you, you know, so much money. It is, the stuff that I buy is way, way cheaper than the Lancome Genifique and the Elizabeth Arden Provage, the Chanel. It's so much less expensive, and it's so much more effective. It's not as glamorous. It may not smell as good. It doesn't look as pretty on your vanity, but it is effective. Quit going on and on. And I hope you guys have a good day, and I will probably see you tomorrow. Bye.